like Bryson with 4 par 5s. Anytime I can get 4 par 5s with Bryson, I'll take Bryson still. I'll take my chances. But
all right, Big T. We got Uncle T giving out JT at 20-1.
I'm doubling down with TNT. I'm taking JT at 20-1. I don't even care that we like the same dude. I don't even care. I'm doubling down. TNT effect. We're gonna both take JT at 20-1. I gotta find something in the mid range here. Let's see.
What do you like in that area? Corey Connors.
Yeah,
I'll take Burns. You take Connors.
Yeah, definitely. I want Connors. I'm taking Sergio at 80-1 for my mid range. Harmon's 225-1. Dylan Smith just made fun of me. Sergio, yeah, he's 80-1. Dylan Smith, stop. Chris Myers says Big T is going to take advantage of himself tonight. That is not true either. The wife is waiting for me. I guarantee that. So stop.
Shit, wife's waiting for you.
She
All right,
text me during the show asking me when I'm coming up. So stop.
What's up, everybody? It's the Wednesday show. We're back with the Pinseeker. I'm your host, JSU. We got the Knee House boys today. Uncle T, Big T. We start off in the one hole as usual. Uncle T, what's up, baby?
Yeah, doing good. Feels good to be back in the one hole. Did the bet show last night with JJ. He put me in the one hole with Schneider and Mangone, so it feels good to be back in the one hole 2 nights in a row. But no, hey, looking forward to this PGA and bringing some winners to the people. And what are we looking at? Maybe 2+ hours. I think the over and under in the chat today was 2.5 hours. We'll see how that goes. But no, great to be back on with you guys.
Yeah, if it's 2+ hours, our producer might he might be quitting tonight, Big T. What's going on, buddy?
And before I even get into golf, Joey Work, it's time, baby. We had the Rays. You said, oh, they won't score 3. They won't score 3.5. Oh, you want the line? Pay that man, Joey Work. You need the Venmo? Because that was easy. The Rays got a 6-piece on the board right on your head. Feels good, Joey Work. Can't wait to see you pretty soon.
So we already got Big T.
You see
calling out
JSU?
Joey
Freddie
Work.
Galvis bomb. A-Rod's 2 bombs. Mancini 2 bombs. Baseball's too easy. Let's get to golf.
I mean, it's just too easy. When you're Big T, it's not even fun. It's got to be no fun anymore, Big T. Just,
it's still
you know,
fun.
picking winners.
It's always fun.
Making people look bad. You shamed me earlier today. Now you're shaming Joey Work.
For the record, Joey Work came for me. I said I like the Rays. He got on there and said, oh, they won't score 3 runs. I called his bluff. He backpedaled. He total backpedal. Oh, the 3.5 minus 130. Backpedal like a coward. And then I said, okay, well, how much? He did step up to the plate, and now he's 500 lighter in the pocket. So it's just how it works.
Joey Work, pay that man. That's all we got to say. Pay him. Tony, what's your Venmo? Big T 44?
No, like Tony Niehaus.
Well, there you go. Tony Niehaus. Get him. Pay him up.
Yep.
It's over.
Can't wait to see him here for the after party.
What do you need for the chat one? What was it? 8? The chat was getting on you because you said 8.
8? Wait, what?
Remember, who was it in the chat? Matt Smith. Was it Matt Smith? He was saying, can I get 8, Big T? Where are we at right now?
Oh, yeah. We're working our way to 8. That guy, I mean, yeah, freaking 8. Yeah, come on. We're going to get
Matt Smith, he might be in. The golf show is
That's right. Sean V, too. I see you, Sean V. You were calling me out earlier, too. How's it looking, Sean V? Come on, baby. I forgot about you, Sean V. I'm glad you stepped in there and took the medicine.
Mike Lackey says, I'm brand new to Rum Pure. Mike, this is a normal occurrence. Big T getting on the chat, getting on all the winners.
Did he sign up today? Is he in the drawing for the 555 ticket?
I hope so. And chat, if you guys aren't, we have a nice little promo going right now. And if you sign up using the promo code PGA Champ, you will get 50% off your your monthly subscription. It's got to be a monthly subscription. And you will also be in the drawing to win a $5.55 ticket.
Drawing? What did you say? The drawing?
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 Drawing, yeah.
Oh, we started it out on fire. The drawing? How do you spell that?
No, wait a second. Time out. You do this all the time. Now you're misconstruing what I'm saying. It's not drawing. What
it sounded like? Is that what it sounded like, Uncle T?
He said drawing before.
I thought it was drawing too.
God, the wine's already getting to me, and I've only drank it like half a cup. Oh boy, it's going down. Woo! All right, so you're gonna be, I'm not even gonna say it anymore. Big T, I'm just gonna throw it at you when you want to talk about it. But you're gonna get into a nice little $5.55 ticket possibility for all the new members that sign up. So PGA Champ is the code, 50% off of the monthly subscription. Get in there, use the code PGA Champs, and you'll have a chance.
Ethan says he just used the code RPS Heater 25. Send something to info@RunPureSports. We'll make sure we get that handled, Ethan. If you just signed up and didn't enter the right code, send us an email. We'll get you squared away.
Yeah, and then once you sign up, try and get in the Discord, guys, because the Discord, we're gonna have the live show chat for the premium show, which will follow this show after. So if you sign up now, like during this show, make sure you get into that Discord. I'm sure Mangone and Captain will be ready to try and let as many people in as possible. And if you have any issues, just email info@RunPureSports. But I'm sure they'll be working to get you guys in, because after that, we're going to do a little premium show for the subs where we're going to pick the winners for the tickets. And we're going to answer some questions and hang out a little after. Maybe bring some other people.
Hang out a lot after. It's not going to be hang out a little after.
Yeah, we'll probably end up being on until like 1 or 2 a.m., which is what happened last week. So,
we'll draw the winners at the very beginning, though. When we hop over, we'll pick the winners, get that out of the way early. How many seats are left in this deal?
I'm still looking at it, Big T. We got about 350, somewhere around there.
It'll be instant too. Like we'll get those tickets. What is it? How many left? 350
right now is what I'm seeing.
Good. We'll
what I'm gonna do, guys, too, is I'll keep an eye on it too. So if we do get somewhat close, Tony, if we get within like 100, under 100, maybe we'll do something quick. Just pick the winner on here if we
Austin
need to.
Hayes hits triples. It's what he does.
All right, Tony, we get it. You played the entire Baltimore team, and you have that
6-6. What do you want? I mean, it's winners.
It's a good play. I get
Austin
it. You
Hayes
had a
just
really
hit
good
the
play.
ball.
I'm proud of you.
That's running bad. He should have hit a bomb.
It's running bad. You literally got like half your guys to hit bombs. One of your main guys hit 2 bombs.
Dude,
Stop
both
talking
of them got
about
2
running
bombs.
bad.
A-Roz and Mancini both got 2 bombs. Don't cut them short.
I was talking A-Roz was the guy I was talking about. But okay, yeah, you called Mancini too. If you watched the show, we talked a lot of crap back and forth to each other. But Big T also gave some winners. Mancini was one of them. So shout out to Big T. Can we get to the golf side though, Big T? Because people want winners for this Millie Maker. That's what the Wednesday show is going to give. Uncle T's interrupted me as I'm about to talk up winners.
JSU, hang on. Before we get to I gotta clear something up in chat before we get started. So earlier today and the previous 2 months, numerous times, Uncle T took a lot of heat for having Terry Niehaus as his name in the chat. Who in the hell is Mike Petta?
Yeah, we've given him shit. I can't believe it. Who is Mike Petta?
I mean, that is not good mojo. Uncle T changed his, and I'm seeing somebody named Mike Petta running his mouth. So I don't know who that is.
Usually it said Mike P. Even like, come on, he's right. Uncle T's right. I mean, the Tuesday show, Mike Petta. I mean, does it still say? What does AP say? Does it say Andrew Peterson on there too? I mean, the Tuesday show, they got their full names in there.
Oh, for sure. AP might be the only one who doesn't. Uncle T fixed
Snyder
his name.
definitely does.
Snyder definitely does.
I don't know what I mean. His would still say Snyder, but
his may say Morikawa or something.
Yeah,
Morikawa. Who's that? Big T. Who's Morikawa?
Who?
I mean, I have no idea who that is.
Are you going to be overweight, underweight, or are you matching the field with Morikawa?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta check how much. I gotta check with Snyder how much salt is in the grass and how deep the rough is. And before I can make all my decision, I need to know about the salt factor in the green surface.
Yeah, we got to make sure that there's just enough salt in the greens.
Salt is very crucial.
Oh God! All right, so I'm gonna start the show off like normally how we do, but I did have something, just an idea, because Big T likes to go out on Twitter and sometimes he likes to start shit. And I love when Big T starts shit. That's like my favorite. Gets me riled up when I see him going at just the entire industry for PGA. And I mean, Big T, you were right on everything you said. If you want to elaborate, you can. The floor is yours.
I mean, so you listen to all these other freaking podcasts and shows, and they'll go down like, oh man, Rory's a good play this week. Oh, Dustin, JT, they're good plays too. I mean, I'll probably go along the field with Rom and I mean Bryson. Maybe I'll get a little bit of Bryson. I'll get a little Spieth. Spieth's been playing good. Oh man, Morikawa won last year. I'll get a little bit of Morikawa. Xander never misses cuts. I better play Xander. I mean, Brooks Koepka's won 3 or 4 majors. Might as well play him. It's a major. I mean, that's what these guys do, JSU. They go down the whole damn list. By the time they're done, they've told you to play 100 people.
Well, I mean, I was going to take it a step further. So, I mean, this is how I kind of picture it. So here we go. Here, I'm pretending to be them for a second. So I got my glasses on. I'm good to go. And
you got to put the glasses on to say it too.
Yeah, I got to put the glasses on too. All right, I'm looking at the field. Big T, we got Rory. He had that one win, but other than that, he struggled. I think I'm going to be underweight on Rory. I'll still have some. If he comes in at like 15%, I'll got like 10 of them, so I'll be underweight on the field. Justin Thomas, though, I mean, he's a stud, like straight up. How can I not be over the field on Justin Thomas and John Rahm for that factor? I mean, you just got to go over the field. I mean, if he's going to be 30%, give me 60. Why not? 60% Bryson. I'll match the field with Bryson. He could do it here, but, overall, he struggled around the greens and with his irons. So, I'll be matching the field on Bryson. Spieth, been playing really good. How can I not be overweight on Spieth? I just don't understand it. Like, he's just that good. So this is the analysis you get, and there's no actual real tape to help you build a lineup because I just gave you an entire range where I told you I was going to play every single one of them. How is that?
The best part is they come back next week on the show and they're like, man, I told you to play. I told you to play Spieth. He was a great play. I told you to play him and get some exposure. And then they come back and they freaking victory lap you when they told you to play every damn dude in the field.
Got me as I was having a sip. So, yeah, I mean, that was just real quick. I wanted to do that spiel just, off the cuff.
One of the top players played like 96 players a couple of weeks ago. 96 freaking players in their player pool. Like, really?
So that is just not a winning strategy ever for any, person. That's just a terrible strategy. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. It's just not good. And it's not going to help anyone, too. So if you're also a provider and you're doing that, there is no way that is helping someone when it comes to MME strategy. There's no way you can be like, yeah, I got 96 players in my player pool, so I got all these guys, figure out the exposures, be overweight, underweight, match the field on everyone. You'll be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, so the people in the chat are saying that's every sport. Yeah, it is every sport. It's more so golf and MMA and these sports where they tell you, but it is every sport. Yeah, they say to play like tonight in the NBA. I guarantee if you watch some of these shows, oh, I like LeBron. LeBron could have a big game. AD's pretty good play tonight. Oh, Steph's been amazing the last 2 months. They don't tell you shit. I mean, we might be wrong here and there. We'll be right sometime, but we're at least going to give you tape.
Here's the thing, though. Wait a second.
Time out. This week.
Time out, though. You can be, of course, we're going to be wrong sometimes. We're actually telling people not to play certain people, like actually trying to tell people to fade guys that we know are decent plays. Like if I go out there on a 2-game slate and I tell you, oh yeah, Curry is my favorite overall spend. I'm playing 1 or 2 lineups. I'm not going to spend up for 2 guys in either lineup. So I'm choosing 1 stud. I'm playing Curry and I'm fading the other 2 studs. that is at least telling you, that's giving you something to say, okay, JSU's favorite stud is Steph Curry. A lot of people play one lineup or only a few. So they're going to plug in Steph Curry and they may fade LeBron and AD as well. Now, if I'm wrong and Steph goes out there and has 40 and the other two have 55 plus, I'll take the L and I'll say I did not pick the right stud.
There's always
I was
tomorrow.
wrong. There's always tomorrow. But I at least gave you a chance. I at least narrowed it down for you and helped you out a little bit to finish out that lineup. You're not helping anyone when you're not giving them an actual take on someone to play and someone not to play, right? When you say I'm not playing, John Rahm and Dustin and JT, and I like the rest of that guys in that range, well, that just narrowed down the pool for me. It's a lot easier for me to build a lineup when I know, okay, Big T's favorite studs are these 2 or 3 guys, and the other ones, he's not going to play. That is the difference, all right? We can be wrong. I'm fine with that. I at least gave you actual analysis on why I like those studs and why I'm fading the other studs. That's all that matters. And that's something that no one else does. They just want to give you everyone and then victory lap that they're right because one of these studs is going to do well. We all know it.
Yeah, and before we get in golf, we always like to interact with the chat. Larry says, Big T wins $1 million, still hits the coupon code for free Chick-fil-A nuggets the next day. That's what we do. Of course we get the free chicken nuggets. Why wouldn't we? I could have all the money in the world, and I'm still going to use that free coupon they give me every week for that free 8-piece nugget. You got to.
Yeah, there you go. Coupon codes for the chicken nuggets. 120 on the likes. I love it, guys. If you want to hit that like button, you like what we're giving you for this free content, hit that like button. And if you want to get alerted when we go on for more free shows, hit the subscribe button as well. It'll help you get notified when we come out for these shows, which are free. And we give free shows pretty much every day for all different sports, from NBA to MLB, PGA. I know we're going to be doing this Wednesday show a little bit more frequently now that NBA is winding down. So you'll be able to get this show on the regular most weeks going forward. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe as well. Uncle T, anything else you want to get to while Big T's getting a refill?
No, I mean, mentioning about the Wednesday, picking up a few more shows on Wednesday, you might want to check with AP and Hoop. I know they get their feelings hurt when Uncle T doesn't show up for the Tuesday show. And, I hop on board with the 2 guys here on Wednesday. So, I know they bellyache a lot about that. So you might want to double check with them. But no, again, it's a great time here. We got the PGA, and then like we talked about on prior shows, we basically have a major every month, the next couple months, and some good tournaments through the spring and summer, late spring and into the summer months here. So it's fun time if you're a golf fan. And golf and baseball are my 2 favorite sports to play DFS. So no, it's going to be fun to break these things down with you guys every week.
So Tuesday show, if you're watching, that was just Uncle T confirming what I already knew, which was he's going to be officially leaving the Tuesday show for the Wednesday show as we make these shows more frequent weekly. So sorry about it. We pick winners on this show. Uncle T just that was just his resignation from the Tuesday show. Big T, you heard it, right?
I mean, it's a very sharp man. That's the first winner pick tonight. I mean, we're going to pick a lot of winners. That was the first winner picked of the evening. The pick of the Wednesday show over the Tuesday show. I mean, it was an easy winner. It was like a minus 400 winner, but you still go to the ticket window and get that money. It still pays out the same way.
And the chat is definitely saying there was definite waterworks last night with AP and Hoop with Big T or Uncle T not there. So, everybody's asking what Uncle T's sipping on. I got my second cup there, or glass of rum and orange juice. So I'm not going to be able to keep up with Big T's wine, but I'll give it a shot here.
I'm on the 3rd glass too. So cash those tickets. Whoever bet.
No. Wasn't it you got to finish your 3rd glass, or was it on your 3rd glass? I don't think so.
Yeah.
First of all, too, I want to say this. Whoever friggin' picked JSU would fall asleep before Big T hits his 3rd glass of wine is literally insane. Like, you might be the craziest person or people I've ever met in my life. Big T was going to be on his 3rd glass literally 20 minutes in. Like, how did you not know that? That was the
first couple always go down smooth, too. It goes down real good early.
But that was the easiest question answer I've ever seen in my life.
It's like as easy as picking the Wednesday over the Tuesday. Like you got to start the night with a couple easy winners, JSU. You work your way into it a little bit.
This is true. This is true. We got AP in the chat. He's saying very, very hurtful. AP, I'm just glad that you're actually AP and not Andrew Peterson. On
Mike
YouTube.
Petta's still in there. At least AP's in there. I mean, Mike Petta is still hanging around.
He's trying to figure out how to change his name now.
Yeah. It is. It's a great point out of the gate. We need to find out if AP is going to be on the premium. Is JSU fake drinking? Bobby Gomes says.
Bobby Gomes.
Drinking.
I got the bottle. So this is the shit that I was getting.
The fake drinking is just too good.
So this is the shit that I was getting last time when everyone was saying that the bottle wasn't actually finished. I was faking it or something like that. The bottle was finished. Like completely finished. There was no faking. You could say that I was sipping on it for a lot of the show. That's fine. You could say that. I'm not going to deny that.
Here come the apple juice comments.
Yeah.
What's up with the apple juice comments, by the way? I'm not
going.
You
fake drink. You pour apple juice in there. It looks like alcohol.
See, no.
And also, but before you even say it, like, where's the dude at? Eric Barlow talking any golf tonight. Don't worry about our good mojo. We'll get to the winners here shortly. If you don't want the chatter, then get on out of here. We'll get to the golf. We're having a good time here.
And Bobby Gomes, don't make me start in on you. All right, don't make me start getting on you here, calling me out for not drinking. God, once I get a few drinks in, I may start going in on Mr. Bobby Gomes. I may have to do it.
Next show, or is he going to bed? Him and AP went to bed last
No,
week.
he better not be going to bed. He told me, he said, make sure you send me an invite. I said, well, you better not be sleeping. We'll see. He might be sleeping.
AP, too, brings up another good point. Titletown, I'm starting to question that. Before the big match where he whooped my ass, I got completely hammered the 2 nights before. AP brought it up. I think he might have been fake drinking me. Like, I think it's definitely in the equation where he knew it was going to be a big game. He fake drank the whole night, got me drunk, and then the next in the morning he's out there sprinting around the damn neighborhood. That's something only a fake drinker could do.
I think like if I had to give you a percentage of how close I think that was to being possible, I would put that at almost over 50%. I could see Title is I'll tell you right now, when Title can find an edge, he will find the edge, right? Like he is looking for all the edges he can find. That is very possible. I might even put that at like 60 or 70% because
it's feeling more and more likely as we go to me. It didn't hit me at the time. He was rooting a little louder too to like play it up, like when he was rooting on the stuff.
And honestly, Tony, if that was the case and he did do that, I think Title is then sharper than I even thought.
No,
like honestly, I think he's sharp.
We already know that he's way sharper. Except for the 2 main event,
even more sharp, like sharper than I even thought. I know he's a sharp dude, but now he'd be even sharper if that's the case.
Uncle T retired 1-0 against Title. I'm retiring with 1 victory, no losses against Titletown.
What'd you beat him in?
NCAA. He felt bad for Uncle T, and he thought Gonzaga was going to run away with the title, and they almost did. But he gave me the field during the Sweet 16, I think it was. I took the field. He took Gonzaga, and Title felt bad. Gave Uncle T some title bucks. It was enjoyable.
Title bucks are difficult to find. Yeah,
only time they're easy to come by is at like triple main events in the MMA when he splits all the fights. And he starts 3-3 before the freaking card even starts. Then the bucks are very, very easy to come by.
God, that is a bad strategy. I don't get playing like you're picking 2 losers no matter what. Like I don't get it. It makes no sense.
Very, very bad strategy.
It makes 0 sense to me whatsoever. We got our boy Butthole Jenkins in the chat. I
like that name.
Yeah, he consistently comes at JSU, but I still appreciate him.
It's a good name, though, whether he comes at you or not. I mean, Butthole
he constantly wants us to. He constantly wants us to fight Big T, and I don't know why. Because he's never going to get it either. Like
I want that too. I agree with.
He'll never fight me. He'll never fight me. I don't think anyone understands. Big T is the nicest guy I've ever met. Like he'll never fight me. It's just.
That's why I get mad when some people talk shit, because I am nice to everybody. I bring the good mojo. So when people are rude, then I get mad at them. It doesn't happen often, but it happens here and there.
It's true. It's true.
Well, I want to hear Uncle T's winner.
All right. Well, Uncle T, I mean, you can start us off then. We can get into the golf chat because people are starting to ask where are the golf winners and stuff. We're going to get there. Don't worry. We're not going to short you. We're going to go through the entire golf player pool at each range. You know how we do it. We'll start at the top, work our way all the way down. Uncle T, why don't you start us off in this top range? We got Rory, JT,
Hoop
Dustin
got his
Johnson.
name changed. Hoop is in business.
There we go.
Finally, Hoop fixes that. Tony, we've done some work today. Uncle T and then Hoop. We're getting it going right now. Snyder, you're next. Snyder, you better be changing that name right now because I know your name's Snyder in the chat, or Mitch Snyder, whatever it is, your full name. Change that up. Uncle T, get us some winners.
Yeah, some good mojo there. Hoopster's on board. I love it. But no, as we start this one off, guys, obviously the 10K range is, going to be the deciding not deciding, but the starting point on how you want to make your builds this week. So prior to last week's win, Rory, wasn't playing well coming in. He ends up winning. The pricing came out and, he's 11-5. So, if he wouldn't have won last week or even finished, say, T15, T20, he definitely wouldn't have had this 11-5 price tag for sure. He could have been maybe low 10Ks or so. So, again, if you want to go up to Rory, and he's definitely a good play, I'm going to probably fade. But you're paying full price for Rory McIlroy this week. And so, again, we're going to make some decisions up here and say yes or no. For me, it's a good play, but I'm out on Rory McIlroy. As you go down, the other guy that's definitely a clear fade for me, and it's one I was talking to Big T today at lunch, that could definitely troll us, even though no one's looking at it. But Dustin Johnson, I'm going to be out on him as well. But he's definitely the guy that could definitely troll everybody because I don't really hear anybody talking about him. He's still the number one player in the world. Has he been bad? Yes, he has. But he's playing a home game here in South Carolina, and I could easily see him, coming off a couple weeks of, not playing. He was jumping on, doing backflips off the yacht last week, and ended up withdrawing last week from the tournament prior to the tournament. So I'm out on DJ, but what I want to say, though, is I definitely see a scenario where he could troll people. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to be out, and I'm a little bit worried about it. So Justin Thomas, I will have some Justin Thomas. He's looking for – what's crazy is as good as JT is, he's only got one major. He won back at the Players a couple months ago. And, I just feel like he's one of them guys that, I think, if he can get hot, he's streaky. He's a streaky guy. And I kind of like him. John Rahm, I'm going to be out probably on John Rahm. And it's only because he's probably what, guys? He's definitely the guy that is the, best player without a major probably for sure, right? So I'm going to be out on him. Bryson and Jordan Spieth are going to be the guys I'm going to be overweight on. I don't want to give away the picks at the end of the show, but, everybody's going to be out on Bryson. He's going to be one of the lowest owned, probably 10%. I think he's down to. Schneider's all over. Morikawa, hates
Wrong
Bryson.
Wrong range. Come on, stay in the range, Uncle T.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm talking about Bryson. So, but again, Bryson, I thought the course fit him last week. Full transparency, he didn't play well. But again, I think at this course, it's again where it's 7,800 yards. We didn't get into any kind of course preview. But it's 7,800 yards. It's the longest course, as everyone knows, the last couple of days of doing the research. It's the longest course in major championship history. So why wouldn't you want to target the Bombers? Now, again, I know I'm not playing Rory, but that's because, again, I think you're paying full price for him. So I'll be in on JT. I'll be in on Bryson. And my favorite player of this range is definitely Jordan Spieth. Guys, if you look at what he's done the last couple of months to kind of, 5-6 months ago at the end of last year, we were, he was down in the low 8Ks and we were like, he was always on the RPS fade list. He's obviously, as everyone knows, done a complete 360. The guy's just playing some great golf. And one of the knocks on him was always, even during the streak is, is he's wild off the tee, but he's been sneaky good off the tee and actually added a little bit of length. He's got 8 top 15s the last 9 events, and he's seeking the career Grand Slam. And I'll talk to you later in the show about what I feel about him. But for me up top, guys, and I'll let Big T get in here, I got Justin Thomas, and I'm going to have Bryson, and I'm going to have Spieth, and I'm going to fade the other 3.
All right, so Justin Thomas, Spieth, Bryson. Fading the other 3 is Uncle T. First of all, Snyder just said in the chat, you win, JSU. Change his name to Snyder from Mitch Snyder. That's what I'm friggin' talking about. And then I don't know you other donkeys saying night-night, JSU. I just started drinking. It's like literally 9:35. I don't know where it came in that I'm going to fall asleep or pass out. That's not going to happen for at least another like 2 hours. At least. Big T, what's the over-under on me passing out? How long?
I mean, before midnight, like it's like plus 400. After we get past midnight, then it definitely starts to shift towards the negative number. As the
Big T knows me. Big T knows me. He knows that I get up early a lot. He knows, so he knows once it hits midnight, a little after midnight, that's where I start to come down a little bit, start to get a little tired. But I stick it out, right, Big T? I stuck it out last time till 2 a.m. last week, so
even when you fell asleep, you stuck it out. I mean, you're like the fighter that falls. He just won't tap out. I mean, get slept in the ring, but never tap.
Oh, I'll get slept in the ring for sure. Yep, yeah. That's a good comparison. All right, Big T. So we got Snyder in the chat also talking about Bryson saying he hits his irons like a donkey.
I know. And Snyder, he's never won. He's not a big game hunter. He's only won the damn U.S. Open and almost won the Players and won the freaking at Arnie's place. He's not a big game hunter, though, Snyder said. I mean, everyone wins the U.S. Open and freaking contends at the Player. I mean, everyone except Morikawa. I mean, he doesn't, but also, I mean, we got our boy DD Pensack in the chat. Are we making a Bryson bet? Cam Smith versus Bryson? I'm 1-0 in bets on shows today, so let me know how much, DD Pensack. I'll gladly take Bryson versus Cam Smith. Slide on in, big boy. I got more money to make.
Wait a second. Bryson versus Cam Smith?
Yeah, he's trying to be the tough guy like all these guys. Oh, I'll take Cam Smith over. Okay, well, get on in there, DD Pensack. I'll step up to the plate. I'll take it. Also, I'm looking at the playbook. Our boy AP, where's the damn workbench play? How am I supposed to talk up the workbench play if there's no damn workbench play on the playbook? What am I missing? AP, where's the workbench play?
Timeout. There shouldn't even be a playbook up until the workbench play is figured out and ready to go. It should be the
first one on the sheet, right? I mean,
yeah, it should be the easiest. It should be the first guy you're also putting down.
Also, JSU, whoever that jackass was in the show earlier said, I'll take under 8. The Rays got 9. So where you at, big boy? They got
Matt
a 9-piece now.
Matt Smith, I know you're watching this show.
Where you at, Matt Smith? They got a 9-piece.
Oh, man. That's how Big T runs. I don't think people understand how pure this fucking guy runs. He runs so goddamn pure. It's amazing.
That was A-Roz with another double, too, I think, because that's what he does.
All right, Big T. You ready to talk up this range? Give us the fades first. Give us the guys that you're not playing first.
The dude in the chat said AP's on the workbench thinking about the workbench play. It's probably true. Last week he did. Last week he was in the chat early on, like pretending like he was watching, and then he was just sheets. When everyone came on, he was just straight sheets. So I hope we get a workbench play. I hope he's still watching. But let's move on to the golfers. I mean, the top range is easy for me. I'm playing, obviously, Bryson. I mean, Bryson's the best play in the field. He's going to be the lowest owned in the field, like always. He's always lower owned than all these guys. By lower owned, I'll say the same thing I always say. These top guys are all going to get some ownership, and they're all going to be similar. I mean, they're all going to be 10 to 25, right in that range. There's just not that much difference. I mean, okay, I get Bryson at 12, JT's 18. That's the same. I mean, maybe Rahm's in the 20s. Spieth's probably going to get to 25. Everyone loves Spieth, but that's the same, really. I mean, maybe one of these guys comes in low. The good thing for me, though, is the two guys I'm playing are for sure going to be the lowest owned of the group, and I think are clearly the two best plays. Rory and Bryson. Rory won the last time here. Not many people have played this course, but he won by 8, I think, the last time they played here. And he won his last time out. He's expensive, so I don't think that many people are going to play him. And then Bryson, I mean, the course is 7,800. I think the course fits him totally perfect, and I can't wait to play these two. I love them. I might even play them in the same team. Not sure yet on roster construction. But, I mean, the rest of the range, I'm fading for the most part. I'm definitely not playing DJ. I mean, under no scenario am I playing DJ. JT, maybe. I mean, I'm trying to figure out who the third guy in this range is going to be for me. It's probably DJ, but I'm definitely not playing Rahm. He hasn't been good since the kids. Or since the kid, I should say, not kids. At least I assume it's one kid. But he just hasn't been focused on golf. People act like this doesn't matter. These top guys need to be dialed in. And since he's had the kid, he just hasn't been great. I mean, 34th, 96th the last 2 times out. I don't know. I don't like how, and he's going to be one of the higher owned in this group too. So for me, just give me Bryson and give me Rory.
So Bryson and Rory, what about the other guys? Rahm, JT?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing them. I mean, I might play one more of these guys.
Spieth?
But I'm not. Spieth I like Spieth. I agree with what Uncle T said. He's looked great. I just get a little nervous at where his price is. I feel like he might be trending upward too high for me. I mean, he's 400 less than Rahm. I just shit on Rahm a little bit, but man, I have a hard time playing Spieth over Rahm. I just do. I mean, and it's a Bombers course, which doesn't necessarily help Spieth. Andy's going to be one of the higher. Yeah, I'm not going to play Spieth. So I'm just going to play Bryson and Rory. I'm not going to – we just talked about how guys are going to ride the fence and this and that. I'm not even going to ride the fence. I'm going to play Rory and Bryson.
Good, because that's what I'm going to do too. I see Rory's price tag. And at 11.5, I don't think many people are going to go here over all these other guys. And like you said, he's had success here before. I'm going Rory and then Bryson. I've been on the Bryson train for weeks now, not jumping off. I made the cut last week, but he didn't really get it done for us. He's getting it done for us this week, Big T. He owes us. By the way, you're playing Rory, so the picture's staying up behind you, right?
Yeah, I mean, last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever he won, what was it, 2 weeks ago now?
Yep.
The picture almost came down. We talked to him, we regrouped, we thought it through, and then we said, okay, you can stay, but you got to prove yourself this week. He went to the winner's circle, got it done. He's going to be up on the wall for a while now. I mean, no matter what he does this week.
Yeah, so how I'm going to do it is, even if I, in MME, I'm probably going to just be overweight on these two guys, these two golfers, Bryson and Rory, and I'm probably going to end up fading the rest of the range. Like you said, could I add one more golfer to it and still not feel like I'm riding the fence? Yeah, but I'm probably just going to end up putting all my chips in those two guys' basket and riding it, right? If they get it done for us, they get it done for us.
To take it one, just so people don't think I'm lying when it comes to it. The only way I'll add a third one is if I get to the roster construction part of the night when I start running the lineups and I just need another high-priced guy, which definitely could happen. I mean, I like a ton of cheaper guys, as we'll get to. Maybe I just need one more stud. It's just the way my builds work. That's the only way I'll add one more dude into the mix.
And if you let's take it then one more step further. If you did have to add one person as of now, who
I
would
really
it be?
don't know. I mean, it's definitely not going to be DJ. It's probably not going to be Rahm. It would be either JT.
It's not going to be Spieth. You just said no Spieth.
I don't really like any of these other guys up here, though. I mean, so for the purpose of the show, the only two guys I like are Rory and Bryson. I mean, if I add another one, it's literally going to be just to fill out my 150. Maybe I'll just go higher on Rory and Bryson.
See, that's what I was planning on doing.
I don't want to go we've talked about this before, and I go super overweight. When I won the Millie, I had 70%, I think, JT and 60% Bryson, and they finished top 3. Even though Bryson's not a big game hunter, he finished 3rd or 4th there. He must have got lucky that week at Sawgrass. But, I mean, I don't really want to go higher than 60 or 70 though, even though I love these guys. You don't need to. I mean, they're going to be 15% owned. You don't need to go higher than that. So I don't know. Maybe it would probably be Rahm. I mean, just to throw it out there. I don't know.
Can someone let me know if at Sawgrass there was a lot of salt in the greens?
Maybe the salt factor wasn't high enough.
I mean, that could be it, Big T. We might be getting number one this week. It might not be third or fourth. It might be one if the salt factor's better for us this week. So we'll see. All right, let's move on. We got the 9K range here. In the 9K range, there's a lot of good golfers in here. 9,800 for Morikawa, Schauffele, 9,600, Brooks Koepka, 9,500, Hideki, Hovland, Webb Simpson, Patrick Reed, Patrick Cantley to kind of finish out this range. And Uncle T, we'll bring it back to you here. What are you doing with this range as a whole? Is this a range that's going to be heavy in your player pool, or is this a range where you may end up taking more stands?
Yeah, I'll be taking more stands, and right now I'll be taking more stands against some of these guys than with them. So let me start with the top with Morikawa, obviously the defending champ, TPC Harding Park last fall. I'm going to fade him. He's a good ball striker. I just can't do it. I don't play defending champs too often, and he can't putt. So I'm going to be out on Morikawa. The guy that I'm going to be really overweight on, and again, Big T may have mentioned this at the top, but when we get down into some of these lower, into the 7K range and even lower 7K, there's so many guys. I'm going to have two of all these guys from probably Schauffele on up. I'm going to have for sure two of these guys in every one of my builds. So that being said, Xander Schauffele is going to be a really strong play for me in this group. 15 majors he's competed in. He's made the cut in 14 of them, and he's got 8 top 15s in those starts. So again, a lot of people say, well, he can't win. Well, again, he's been pretty doggone good, and he's one of those guys that I think it could be his week this week as well. I'm not taking him to win, but I do think he can compete and be there on Sunday. So I definitely like Schauffele. You get down to Brooks Koepka, I just can't do it. He coming off the miscut last week. He's just in shambles. I know Big T. I don't want to steal his thunder and talk about Koepka. So I'll just skip over him and let you know that I'm not playing him. Matsuyama, I'm out on. He took off a month after the Masters, played last week. T39 last week. I'll be out on Hideki. Victor Hovland's the interesting one for me because I like him a lot. I think the course does set up well for him. Some people don't. I do think it sets up well for him, and I'm gonna get in trouble for this. But these past palm greens that we obviously know they got. The 2 wins that he has on tour or on that surface.
Yeah, sure. Are we going to allow this? Are we going to allow this?
I knew I'd take heat.
Sorry, I was pouring my drink and drinking some, and then reading the chat as he started talking about it. And we got Snyder in the chat. He's trying to come at us right now. Nothing to do with the salt, you donkeys. Just the reason they have a different type of greens here. Yeah. Snyder, stop it.
Get out of here, Snyder.
Yeah. So. The only thing I will say, and again, we haven't talked too much about ownership in general, but like we talk about on this show and on the Tuesday show a lot, I don't put a ton of it into ownership. He is going to be one of the highest, if not the highest golfer as far as ownership in the field, probably close to 30% by the time he's done. So I would say in the main, in the Millie Maker lineups, he could definitely be a fade for sure. But if you do take him, obviously you're going to want to get different somewhere else, but I do like Hovland. I just don't know how much exposure I'm going to have to him. The safest guy probably in this range is Webb Simpson. Again, he's one of them guys that no one ever thinks about, especially on these longer courses, but 15 straight cuts made in majors. I think that's the longest current streak, 15. I think Xander's 12. So nothing not to like about Webb. And, I got him around 10% right now or so. So I don't think I'm going to play him. I'm going to go down. Probably my third guy in this range is going to probably a sprinkle of, I like Xander and I like Hovland. Patrick Reed, he's a guy no one ever likes to play. He's a guy that always tries to make the cut. He grinds. He plays good on tough golf courses. If this course picks up wind on the weekend, which it's supposed to pick up. I like me some Patrick Reed, and that's definitely probably going to be a contrarian take, especially with you guys. I don't think you guys will be on him, but I'm going to be on Patrick Reed a little bit on that low 9K range. And the guy that I'm definitely out on, guys, is Patrick Cantley. This guy is a disaster right now. He was up close to 10K a couple months ago. He's down to 9K. I'm actually surprised he's not maybe in the mid to lower 8Ks the way he's been playing. He's lost strokes putting in 6 straight events. He makes Big T's all bad gear team. He doesn't wear good gear, so I'm out on Cantley. So JSU for me, Xander, Hovland, and a sprinkle of Patty Reed.
All right, Uncle T, first of all, when you talk about the Tuesday show and the Wednesday show together, you got to remember Wednesday show owns the Tuesday show, and that's all the time. So you always got to bring it back to, but we own them or something along that factor. You'll get used to it as we go. You'll get used to it.
It's early still in the show. We're only an hour in. I didn't want to, kind of go there right away. I know Hoop is in chat and he gets his feelings hurt a lot, so I didn't want to go there.
No, it's okay. They're fine. They can get their feelings hurt. It's okay. Second of all, Big T, my man Gary Roberson, he needs some help right now. He said, "How can you do picks when you're sloshed, JSU?"
I mean, that's when the best picks are out. I mean, that's when winners surface. The cream always rises, and the more you get zoned in, that's when winners are picked. I mean, the people that have been with us from the beginning know that this is what we did all football season. This is what we did for the golf from the beginning. I mean, from the very beginning of Run Pure last summer at Hoops Lake House, where it all started, the Wednesday show. It's what we do. In the Millie, I was drunk on. I mean, people were talking crap to me all week that I was drunk on the Millie show until the Millie came in, and then they changed their mind a little bit. It's what we do. We pick winners and we drink. That's part of the fun.
All right, Cooter Brown, easy over here, babysitting the drink. Trust me, I'm drinking way faster than I drank last show. I can promise you that. So let's go easy. This is the second drink for JSU, so let's be easy on it. The third drink will be the end of the bottle at the end, so let's go easy right now, all right? JSU actually wants to make it through the show. He does not want to not make it through the show. That would be rough.
That would be bad news if you didn't make it through the show. Yeah.
See? There we go.
There was one show a few weeks ago I was worried about not making it through, but it was for other reasons. I mean,
I recall this show.
Edibles had me so jacked up one show. I was, that's the only time I've ever been phased a little bit. Usually I'm dialed in, like right now, totally dialed in. I got all the winners in my mind. That show though, my head was spinning a little bit. I gotta admit it.
Tony, I told you, you pick winners when you drink this wine, all right? You got to keep drinking this
see
wine.
It with your freaking backdrop, JSU. No one can see it. We only see your back. Turn your backdrop off if you want to show us something.
It's not my fault,
we can't see it with your backdrop.
I want to keep the Rum Pure up there, but I'm just saying, like, you need to drink the winner's wine. You can't drink something else. It's bad mojo.
I mean, I got it right here.
I think Reggie's in the back. Reggie's in the background, still recovering from earlier.
Reggie is in the background. He is sleeping. Pray he stays asleep and he doesn't start crying, because that will be not fun for JSU. All right, Tony, Uncle T kind of broke down this 9K range. What are you doing to start with Morikawa, Schauffele, these guys in the top tier of the 9K range?
So one of the things that came on the show, we take stands. At least I think we take more stands than anyone in the industry. Every week I play between like 25 and 30 guys, but for my 150 teams, I really narrow it. I narrow it probably more than anyone in the industry, like more than anyone. I don't think anyone lowers it more than me and zones in. And I say all that to say that I'm fading this whole range. I mean, I don't like any of these guys even remotely. None of them even worry me about a fade. What other show on the industry is going to tell you to fade all these good dudes? Hovland and Xander are both going to be 25% owned. No one else is going to tell you to freaking fade guys like this. It's what I'm going to do. I'm not scared. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't like Xander. He's fine. I mean, he'll probably make the cut and finish 18th. If you want a guy that's going to finish 18th, play Xander. I want winners on my team. I want to win the cheese. I don't want a guy that I think is going to finish 18th or 20th. He's not a winner. Hovland is my favorite in this range. I love Hovland if I was playing anyone, but he's 25% owned in that range. We don't talk a ton about ownership, but I worry about him around the greens too. His only weakness is his recovery. If he misses these greens and he's got to get up and down to save pars, I worry about that. And I just, if he's going to be crazy chalk, I don't want to play Hovland. And so I can go down the list. I mean, Morikawa, small penis. I don't like people with small wieners. Can't play anyone like that. Get him out of there. Xander, I just said. Brooks Koepka is probably the worst play on the board. I mean, absolutely horrific. And I love that Snyder bet me. I got every dude in the field 7K and above versus Brooks Koepka. That'll be an easier bet than the Joey Work bet that's already a winner, because that's a horrible bet, Snyder. Hideki won the Masters. I mean, I'm not playing him. He's still partying. He's not a winner. I'm not playing him this week. Webb, terrible close, just like Cantley. Not been that good. Had COVID or whatever. Out of there. I'm not playing Patrick Reed ever. And Cantley, like Uncle T said, terrible close, missed 4 straight cuts. I'm fading this whole range. It's easy for me. I'll take some stands. I'm not scared, which this brings me back to the last range, though. This is why I might have to add one more stud just because of the way the lineups build. So I'm fading this range for sure, though. None of these guys will be in my player pool.
Hey, Big T. So Morikawa, small penis.
Yeah.
Who would you take, Morikawa or a male gymnast?
I would take Morikawa over a male gymnast.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'd go with more. Unless my male gymnast was JSU, then I'll take JSU.
Oh, God, I'm dead. All right. I just had to throw that in there. So, the 9K range for me.
Mike Lackey says, drinking and wiener jokes. I found a home. That's what we do here. We have fun. We pick winners. We take stands. Oh,
Mike, this is definitely the place for you if you want that. Like, if that's what you're looking for, then I don't know how you haven't signed up already. Like this, that's what you're getting. Don't forget, if you want to get in that ticket giveaway, I'm not even going to say the other word. If you want to get in the ticket giveaway, 555 ticket, use the code PGA Champs, monthly subscription. It'll get you 50% off any monthly subscription or the monthly subscription, and you'll get into a ticket giveaway where we're trying to give away, 2 tickets, Big T, or 1 ticket for the 555?
Two tickets. Well, 3 counting the Twitter thing, but yeah, the 3 total. 1 on Twitter, 1 to a new member, 1 to a current member.
There you go. So 3 555 tickets. I'm updating the 555 contest as we speak. And we still got time, Big T. We're 304.
I need to clarify, too, because people always say this. Well, what you said not to worry about ownership, blah, blah. But it all factors in. If I don't like the range and 2 guys are going to be 25% owned, and it's different, too. I said more where I think the ownership matters is in the cheap range. I don't think you should ever play a chalky cheap guy, ever. I mean, under 7K, a cheap guy in these big fields. And the top range, I don't think it matters because, like I said, all of them are going to have similar ownership. But in this 9K range, like if Hovland's 25% and Brooks Koepka is 4%, yeah, I mean, I made fun of Brooks Koepka, but I would rather have Brooks Koepka at 4% than freaking Hovland at 25%. It starts to matter then. It's just a matter of how you want to interpret it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Big T's been talking about this. Literally, I remember the week before he won the Millie, he was talking about this exact same example with a bunch of guys. This is just something he's been saying. You know, if you've watched the show, then you know. Yeah, and you're going to get some slurred speeches, Cooter Brown and everyone else. I mean, I'm still drinking. So if you think it's slurred now, just wait until the end of this show. It's going to be 10 times worse by the end of the show because I'm going to be hammered. That's just the truth. Yeah.
And William in the chat, DeRozan, definitely small peen play. Yeah, I mean, he's missed every shot tonight. So, yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. For sure. Yeah, this 9K
AP's
range.
in the chat. AP, we
What
need
you want?
freaking workbench play. We can't proceed with this show. Let me click. Let's see if it's on there yet.
He said he just got off the workbench.
There's still no damn workbench play, AP. How can we finish this show? I want to get another drink.
He's
I hope
been on
there's
the
a
workbench this entire time, Big T?
95 seconds it took.
Yeah, in no way he was on the whole time. I mean,
no, stop.
I mean, we've all got ladies in our lives. AP, you weren't on the workbench for 20 minutes. Stop. What'd you do for the other 18 minutes? Were you watching the game?
AP, come on, get the workbench play up. We all know you weren't sitting. You might have been sitting on the workbench for 20 minutes. You weren't actually going at it for 20 minutes, though. Don't start messing around saying that. Hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. We appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. Remember, PGA Champs get you 50% off your monthly subscription. Use the code PGA Champs. You will get into a ticket giveaway for a $555 ticket to this big tournament they got on DraftKings. $555, $200K to first. So we'll be doing that for the premium show. That's why you got to subscribe, get into the Discord, and we'll be doing that second show pretty much right after we finish this first show. We'll be jumping right on there. We'll have Hoop on. Hopefully AP's not sleeping. You know, Bobby Gomes, DC. We're getting everyone on. Everyone's going to be on. Mangone. I told Mangone Mangone, carve out, an hour or two for us. Don't be playing video games or anything like that. Like I don't want to hear that crap. Okay. I think DeMar just hit a shot too. So that's the 9K range. Big T. The workbench play is still not up, but can we proceed to the 8K range?
I just want to know where it's at. I depend on the workbench play in my process each week. I've talked up AP's cheap guys for the last 3 months. He always hits them for me, and now there's no damn workbench play. I don't know what to do.
I mean, we haven't gotten to the cheap guys, though, yet, so technically AP.
Is that when he's going to spring it on us? Okay, let's keep going, and hopefully he has one for us by then.
All right, that's fair. All right, so let's move on to the 8K range where, again, you got a range where you're going to see some of these guys. I mean, Will Zalatoris, that's Uncle T's guy, Daniel Berger, Tony Finau, Scotty Scheffler, Matthew Fitzpatrick, which everyone always loves, Sung J M, Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Rose, Terrell Hatton, and Usti is to finish off that range. I mean, a lot of solid golfers in this range. Uncle T, you're fading the 9K range. Is the 8K range where you're going to be heavier at, or are you, going to be under on a lot of these golfers as well?
Well, the drinks must be kicking in, that one drink you've got, because Big T was fading the entire 9K range. Uncle T wanted Xander and Hovland and Reed. So
I thought you were underweight on most of the guys.
I got both of those guys, and I got a sprinkle of Reed. So
then the drinks are definitely flowing. The drinks are definitely flowing. They're starting to feel good. So
the reason I say that and clarify is because this is the range I'm kind of opposite of Big T in the 9. I don't care as much for this range as much as I do, because again, I like a couple guys above, like we talked about, and I like the 7s that we'll get to. But in this range, I will have exposure to Daniel Berger. He's a guy that I think is one of the clear misprices on the board, in my opinion. I think at $8,700, he could easily be $500-600 more expensive. And you're getting a golfer that, comes in just incredible form, in my opinion. He just littered with top 20 in almost every statistical category. A third, a 15th, 13th, 9th. Again, I just think he's 25-1 right now to win the golf tournament, and he's $8,700. So he's going to be, again, one of the guys in this range. It'll be one of the more popular ones, but I'm going to definitely have him in one of my builds. So, or if not a couple of my builds. So Cam Smith at the top is interesting because I've been on Cam Smith. I think RPS has been on Cam Smith during this great run. He's got 5 straight top 17 finishes. There's nothing not to like about Cam Smith. I think he's second right now in tour in par 3 scoring and par 5 scoring. He's been a little bit erratic off the tee, which worries me a little bit this week. But I think I'm gonna make a stand on Cam Smith because I think people are gonna play him. I think I'm gonna fade Cam Smith. I do like Will Zalatoris a little bit. He's a guy that I know Big T doesn't care as much for him, and I'll let him get to him, but he's a guy that he's young. He hasn't played in a ton of tournaments, but I don't think the big stage here, the PGA, is going to bother him at all. He came in, T2 at the Masters and was really there battling all the way down the stretch with Hideki. So I don't have a problem with Will Zalatoris. Then I'm going to get to some fades in this range. Finau, I don't think so. Scheffler, I don't think so. Fitzpatrick was on that great run for 5-6 weeks, had the miscut last week where was it at last week? The AT&T. Of course, technically don't set up great for Fitzpatrick because he's not as long off the tee, but again, a solid ball striker, but I'm going to pass. Sung JM, I'm out. Fleetwood, I'm definitely out. Rose, I'm definitely out. Hatton, I'm definitely out. So I've got a lot of fades here. The one guy I do like, JSU, is all the way down at 8,000. It's Louis Oosthuizen. It seems like Louis only shows up at least contending, at least for a couple days, and in the hunt at majors. If the wind, again, I'm going to mention it with a lot of these Euro guys. If the wind does pick up, I think he's a pretty solid wind player. But at 8K, he's made 17 out of 18 cuts and 12 straight cuts in majors. So what's not like about $8,000 even Louis Oosthuizen? So for me in this range, again, just to recap, I'll have Berger and I like Oosthuizen, and I'll sprinkle in some Zalatoris. Them other guys, I'm going to fade them all.
Okay, so you're fading this range, but you're going to play 3 of them. So
there's
it's close
10
to a fade of the entire range. Big T, he tried to fade the entire range. He couldn't do it, though. Big T, please talk to my man Uncle T, because that is not fading a range.
He's working his way in that direction. He's always been like a natural hedger. He definitely likes to dabble in different routes for sure. Well, we'll get him there on Wednesdays. He's getting there. He's fading more and more people.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. We love you still, Uncle T. Daniel Berger, to me, is someone who I just see as mispriced at 8,700. I think he's clearly my favorite golfer in this range. I'll take him over all these other guys, Willie Z, Tony Finau, Scotty Scheffler, Matthew Fitzpatrick. I'm not playing Fitzpatrick. Not playing Tony Finau. Definitely going to play some Daniel Berger. I'm going to be extremely overweight on him. And Big T, what are you doing with Daniel Berger?
So just one note for the members. Not everyone that's watching this is a member, but I got this sheet with my notes and with course history, or not course history, but recent history, prices for both sites, everything on a sheet. I posted the link in the Discord. People are enjoying the notes a little bit because I'm doing the notes as we go through it. I'm also highlighting my player pool on the sheet. So if you're a member, again, we got those drawings tonight, 555s. Every week I post my owners, or not my ownerships, but my player pool and my main core in the Discord tonight. We'll definitely do it on the show too. But if you want access to this sheet, it's in the Discord right now. And the notes are going up as we go. So I think it's pretty fun to do it. I think the chat is kind of liking it too, some of the notes I put on there. But we'll have fun with it. In this range, I mean, Berger is my favorite play of the week. It's not really even that close either. I think he is mispriced, like JSU said. He should be 9,800. I mean, he is definitely more blessed in the pant region than Morikawa, and Morikawa's 9,800. So definitely give me Berger for the 1,100 discount. I mean, he's better than – I would rather have Berger than every guy up to – I mean, probably even Spieth. So definitely he's my favorite guy at 8,700. I don't know roster construction yet, but I love Berger this week. Rest of the range, I mean, Cam Smith playing great, 9th, 10th. He finished first in the team event, looked great there, tons of confidence. I mean, everything about him looks good. The price does feel a little high. I don't know how much Cam Smith I'll play, but I'll definitely have some Cam Smith, just the way he's been playing. Willie Zalatoris, I mean, he was awesome at the Masters. I think his game is good. I think 2 years from now, we're going to be like, this dude is a stud. He's in the 10K range. He's on the level of all these top guys because he's a ball striker. But I think it's come to him a little quick. I don't think he's as good as this price. I mean, you look 17th, 96th, 42nd, second at the Masters, 28th. For 8,800, when Berger's there at the same price, I want to believe he's a better play than Berger because, I mean, I'm going up top and playing one or two studs. So I'm not going to be able to play two guys in this range. If you were living in the middle range, which I think a lot of people will, I think people will play Zalatoris in there, and I get that if you're fading the top guys. But I can't do it. I mean, I think he's super overrated. He will be good. The dude was on the Corn Ferry crushing people a year ago. I just don't think he's there yet. Finau is not a winner. I mean, how many times have we seen Finau in contention and then he just pisses down his leg? I'm not the same reason as Berger. Like if Finau's 86, Berger's 87, I'm just playing Berger.
Hang on, Big T. I gotta stop you. One, to give you a breath.
I'll take a drink.
Yeah, I know you too well. You look like you needed a drink. But two, AP is just crushing us in chat. He wants to come on the show because again, he wants to come on because he's jealous about the Wednesday crew. And I know he likes Tony Finau. So I shit on Finau. You're shitting on him now. He wants to come on and defend himself.
Is Finau the workbench play?
Finau sucks. He never gets it done. Yeah. He's never
Wednesday show hates Finau, AP. We pick winners. Get AP out of there. It better not be the freaking workbench.
AP, you're not allowed on here until you get a damn workbench play up anyways.
Daniel Berger.
Yeah, well, Daniel Berger's my workbench play because he's gonna crush. I mean, he is gonna smash. But
so pretty much outside of Berger, Big T.
Oh, yeah, so I'll go through the rest real quick. I mean, Scheffler is probably overpriced. His recent form sucks. I'm not playing him. Fitzpatrick I'm not a Fitzpatrick guy. He's another guy that I just don't think is going to do enough for me. He'll probably make the cut, and he'll probably finish 25th, but I don't see it. Sung Jae, can't imagine playing Sung Jae. Fleetwood, no. Rose might be the worst play in the field. I mean, he had the 1 week where he just mysteriously popped up and played good at Augusta, I think. But he's not. I mean, he's not any good. Hatton, no way. I hate Hatton. Louis, I know a lot of people will go to Louis. I was trying to pull up his majors history. I know he's made a bunch of cuts. I was trying to see where he finished in his recent ones. I wasn't able to pull it up in time, but I know he hasn't contended in a major in a minute. I just don't like Louis. I'm okay with if I had to pick one more guy in this range. So I got Berger, I got Cam Smith. Louis would be my third guy in this range if I did.
Come on in, Big T. Come on in with Louis. I like that.
Louis never. I was telling Uncle T at lunch today. I don't think Louis has ever been on a winner since I've played DFS golf. Like he's never. He's made some decent showings where he's a good guy. Just I don't remember. I'm sure he was. Like I'm not saying he never was. I'm sure someone in the chat will be like he was on a winner 3 weeks or something. But I mean, I don't remember it. I could play Louis, but he's definitely not going to be on one of my main teams or anything.
That's because whenever you play Louis, he never gets it done.
Never. Like he's never ever come through for me.
Yeah, he's never come through for me either.
I said I don't lock people in. Like I like Berger so much, he could be a guy I would lock in. Like I freaking love Berger.
I feel the same way.
AP's got his feelings hurt.
We need a workbench play. Where's the workbench play?
Tough scene. And I got Gary Roberson in chat saying Berger is off his game. Gary, are you looking at the same thing we are? Not to call you out. I'm glad you're watching the show. He's got 4 top 15s and a win in his last 6 events. What more do you want? What more do you want?
I mean, I don't know how he's off his game. I don't even know what that means.
That seems to be on his game to me.
I don't know. Roll Willie Berger, Lock City, baby.
Reggie is right now trying to get under the desk in his spot, and he can't get under the desk because the cone won't allow him to. Oh, God. Poor Reg. We got people in chat. Listen, if you want the Tuesday show, you can watch anytime you want. You can go back and watch the Tuesday show. You can get their takes. You can get AP, Tony Finau love. You can get all that. You can get it. The workbench play, which we don't really know because what did he say? It's Daniel Berger. I mean, great play. It's literally the best play on the board.
Gary is doubling down, saying he likes Louis, but Berger playing bad right now. I don't. Again, maybe I'm missing something.
The best part about DFS is, what are they saying? Draymond's ejected. What does that even mean? That's a good way to get booted out of the chat, just to say something stupid like that. Hopefully it's not right.
I mean, I got the game
because
on
I
right
got
now.
Draymond as my key dude, and all the early dudes crushed. So, I mean, you can't just be saying stuff like that in the chat. That's just bad mojo.
Yeah, that's real bad mojo. I see him right now in the game. He's in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would say that, but
are we
mojo.
early?
Huh?
Are we like early or something like that?
No,
don't be saying that stuff.
Joking, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's bad mojo. Like, you don't say stuff like that when, bad mojo.
Yeah, no, that definitely not. Don't say that stuff. Draymond is in the game, yes.
And that's my
Brian.
key dude. Like, that's the only dude I really keyed on in this late game. I had all early dudes with Draymond. So, yeah, don't be bringing the bad. We got all good mojo going in here. Don't be bringing the bad mojo like that. That's just bad mojo.
Got me confused for a second, too, because I'm like looking. I'm like trying to find his number on the screen. I found it, though. He's there. He's playing.
Golden State's going to beat this team, too. The Lakers just I don't know.
I mean, I said it to you before. They're going to have to do pretty much exactly what you just saw in that last play where Draymond gets left wide open, he drives, and then someone's left open. Like, if Andrew Wiggins and Kent Bazemore...
Is Simon still on here? Simon, boot this dude out of here. I've had enough of this dude. I don't know how to do it, or I'd do it. Get freaking Slow Roll Willie out of this show with the bad mojo. He thinks it's so funny. Out of here. I don't know how to do it. Hopefully Simon's listening. If not, Slow-Mo, you survived another day.
You're still going to be able to watch Slow-Mo, but yeah, that's not cool. Don't do that. I mean, we all had Draymond as our main guy. I think I had him in my cores. Big T had him in all his cores. That's not cool. We don't do that.
Especially after the early game crushed. We're sitting good. We're sitting good with Draymond left.
This is true. Joe. This is true. All right, we got the massive 7K range where there's so many friggin' plays in this range. It's
how's the Louis? The dude in the chat now says, "Man, the Louis slander is wild." What slander? Uncle T loved him. I said I didn't mind him. He's not my favorite. He's had a good track record making cuts at majors. So we shit on people way worse than Louis. Louis was not even close to getting shit on.
So maybe it was the fact that we said that he never gets it done. I don't know.
I mean, he hasn't recently. I mean, when's the last time he's got? I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times. Tell me when I'm wrong. Like, if he got it done a year ago and he finished third in a major, I'm fine with it. Tell me. Maybe I'll play him because of that. Tell me when the last time he got to the winner's circle in a major was. I could still be talked into Louis. Louis definitely on the tier right between playing and not playing for me.
Chris Myers, exactly. Slow roll. He is not getting the 555 ticket. That's for sure.
I don't even understand how it's funny though. Like, how is it? We joke around and talk a lot of, but how is it funny just saying someone got? That's like saying, "Oh, Bryson is withdrawing tomorrow." Like, that's not funny stuff like that.
Especially if it's Bryson.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah. Maybe he's back in. Oh, it's up. He said. God, I don't see it. What do you mean it's up? Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh. Not going to say what it is because it's going on the premium show, but we're in business now. AP's got, and the best part is I like that guy. So, whoo, AP. We might have to bring AP on the show. That just got me excited.
It's a cheapie, right?
It's a relatively cheapie. I haven't scrolled down to his price, but it's a cheap range guy.
Tony, don't forget we're missing a producer.
Uncle T I didn't give it my stamp of approval. I never get any input on the workbench. Workbench play of the day, I should say.
I mean, AP gets it done. That's why he doesn't need. He gets it done. I'll tell you right now. That's the one thing. AP crushes those workbench plays when it comes to golf. He is on point with those guys. That's for sure. Big T.
He's crushed every week. Yeah, I mean, the workbench plays have been great. The cheap guys, he's always dialed into those plays.
Yep, dialed in is the right word. All right, we got the 7K range, which, like I said, there's so many guys I'm not even going to read out. Uncle T, why don't we start with like the 7,500 to 7,900 part of the range. What are we looking at here? Because this has to be a range where you got to have a lot of interest in some of these guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this range could take a while. I mean, and this range is a range where you're just going to, again, based off of the build and what we want to do up top with playing two of those studs, we're going to have to kind of live in this range. Maybe not as much in the top end of the 7K range, but we're definitely going to have to live here. Abraham Answer at the top, $7,900, coming off a T2 at the Wells Fargo and a T5 at the Valspar. Just been playing some really good, consistent golf. I don't know if I'm going to get there at the top end of this range with a couple of these guys because I do like him. I like Lowry and Neiman, and I'm definitely not playing all those guys up there. So my decision right now, and even as we get off this show, just for full transparency, I like Answer, Lowry, and Neiman at the top, but I'll probably only play one of those three guys. So I really like all three. Lowry is a really good win player. Played him last week. Kind of disappointed me just a little bit. He made the cut, finished 65th. Obviously didn't pay off the price tag, but I don't have any problem going back to Shane Lowry. So as of right in this second, out of those three, I'll probably take Shane Lowry, who I think will be the lowest owned of the three for sure. Answer and Neiman will definitely be higher owned. As you go down, Casey and Jason Day, I'll probably not have any exposure to them. Casey feels a little bit too cheap. $7,700. He contended in this tournament with Morikawa as far as the PGA at Harding Park last year. I don't know. I'm never usually too bullish on Casey for whatever reason. And this week, I really don't have any reason not to play him other than, again, he's kind of in that range where I don't know. I just don't think I can pull the trigger. Jason Day, I'm never going to play until he starts showing some form. I think we've been out on him the last 2 months, and it's paid off for us. So you go down, I'm going to pass on Sergio, just not in great form. Mark Leishman's an interesting one. He's the first guy, other than the one at the top again, probably playing Lowry. I'm going to play some Mark Leishman at $7,600. He comes in off of 21st and 5th place. Good win player, good course fit here. I'm going to have some Mark Leishman. Corey Connors, as I talked to Big T at lunch today about this, he's definitely a wild card for me. I haven't really been on him a ton, even though I have had him some the last 2 months when he's been on this hot streak. I just feel like some negative regressions coming for Connors. I don't know if it'll be this week. So maybe you guys can talk me in or out of him. So I'll wait on him and get your all's take on him. Gary Woodland, I'm out on. Sam Burns is probably one of the more bigger misprices with Daniel Berger this week, in my opinion, $7,500. Burns arguably comes in as the hottest player in the field. He's coming off a win in a T2 the last 2 weeks, and more importantly, I think more than anything, when he got that win, he's much more confident golfer right now. And, again, I have no problem going back to Sam Burns, $7,500. He could easily be $8,100, $8,200. And I will have interest in Bubba Watson. It seems like his game's been trending pretty well. The long course could fit him as well. So, again, there's a lot to like there. I'll leave it at that. You said 7,500. Yeah, I'll let Big T get in.
Yeah, and we got a lot of people, Big T, saying go premium, go premium, go premium. I mean, it's getting close to that time. We're almost there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting to that point. I mean, we'll get through this 7K range, and then we'll go over there and pick some winners on the premium side. Pick some 555s. How many seats we got?
We still got plenty.
We're good with seats. We'll get through this 7K range. We'll talk about a couple of the 6K guys, and then we'll swing over to the premium. Bring all the rest of the crew on, AP and Hoop, Mangone, whoever else wants to hop on, Bobby Gomes. We'll bring the whole crew on like last week and pick some winners and finish this puppy up. But, yeah, we're getting to the end of the free part. So if you still want to sign up, sign up on the site, 50% off. No reason not to do it. We're going to give away that crap, and it's going to be a fun night. And we'll sweat in the end of this NBA. That's been a pretty good start too. So
PGA champs, guys, PGA champ, use the promo code 50%
off. It's $100 too for the damn site. You get the bedside, who's been totally crushing. I mean, all those guys have been crushing. Bedside, DFS side, $100 for a month. Tonight only 50% off, $50 for a month. And you get my sheet. I'm adding some good notes. The chat is loving the notes. And I'm going to keep them going. I'm not done with the sheet yet. I'm just getting started. People that have known me for a while, I haven't built anything yet. So it's all going to happen tonight. All the player pool, cores, everything's going up when we go over to the premium side. The chat's liking the notes, but we'll get through this so we can get over to the premium. I'll go through the top of this 7K range. And so everyone's going to be like, how are you playing all these guys? But for the first however many guys we talked about, I named 4 dudes: Rory, Bryson, Cam Smith, and Berger. So I faded all the good guys. So don't pretend like I'm playing everyone when I get to these guys, because I kind of am. This is my range. All these guys I like in this range. This is where I'm living this week. I'm playing those guys I like at the top, and I'm mixing all these 7K guys in because I think they're all very, very good plays. I love this range. Can't wait to live in this range. But to dive in, Answer, one of the most consistent guys since COVID that has just been awesome. He might not be a winner. He will be a top 10 machine, though, and that's
he's not a winner, Big T. He might not be a winner. He's not a winner.
Yeah, I don't think he's a winner either. But the good thing is, with our roster construction, he's going to be our 3rd or 4th guy, where we don't need him to be a winner. We need our other guys to be the winners. We need Abe Answer to finish 7th or 9th or 11th or something, which I think he can. He's been awesome. Adam Scott, one of the few easy fades in this range. Just get him out of there. He hasn't been good in a while. Neiman is a lot like Abe Answer. Super consistent, solid guy. I don't think he'll win either. Not really a winner. Another guy, though, that doesn't need to be a winner, because we're going to have 2 or 3 guys better than him on our team. So, yeah, I love Neiman. Shane Lowry, I played him a couple weeks ago. I watched his fat ass hit the ball around the course all week with his bad clothes, too. He's maybe the 3rd member of the bad clothes team. I don't know if it's bad clothes or if it's just that he's really fat, but he looks terrible out on the golf course.
Big T getting on fat people. That's not nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to when you're fat yourself, though, which I am. So I'm allowed to make fun of other fat people. And so the bad clothes team is Cantley, Webb Simpson, and then Lowry. I mean, those are definitely 3 bad clothes. I'm never playing Lowry again. He pissed me off so bad. What week was that? When it might have even been last week. Oh, he probably didn't play last week, so it was 2 weeks ago. He finished 65th. He freaking sucked. He barely made the cut on the number, and he just, I mean, embarrassing. Just, I'm not playing him anymore. Paul Casey, another guy, just like Answer and Neiman, where he's just solid. I don't love him, but he's cheap. He's 7,700. He's going to make the cut. He's going to finish 20th. Just depends on what you want. I think he can make a run. Solid play at 77. Jason Day, we're not playing. Easy fade. Leishman, I'm not playing. Connors has been awesome all year. Definitely like him. Sergio, we're still in the range. Sergio hasn't been great in majors, but I think this course fits Sergio to where you can definitely play some Sergio. Sammy Burns has been one of the best guys all year. 2nd last week, 1st the week before or 2 weeks ago. And he's just been good. He was good in the team event. Who did he play with in the team event where he carried his ass the whole time?
I got distracted. JSU's making sure everybody knows he finished his first bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. Well, when's number 2 coming out? Get number 2 out.
Okay, wait a second. Number 2 is premium show only.
Okay,
that's
premium,
for sure.
we're going to be there soon. So premium's coming out for 2. I'll finish
You want
this
to see JSU literally get drunk and passed out. Number 2 is coming, and drunk and passed out is right after.
Yeah, I like that. I want to see JSU passed out. But anyways, let me finish this range so we can get to the premium in a minute. We got – so who did I just – so Sammy Burns, one of the best. Bubba has been way bad. Bubba might be one of the sneakiest plays of the week. He's been very, very good. It's a Bombers course, which helps him. I don't think people are going to really play him, and he's been quietly very, very good. Gary Woodland has been awful, but he finally found some form last week, and this is a Bombers course. Theoretically, Gary Woodland should be good at a course like this. I'm putting him in my player pool. I'm going to play him. So 7,500 and above, I got Answer, Neiman, Casey, Connors, Sergio, Burns, Bubba, Woodland. That's, 8 guys? 8 guys in this range. So I like a lot of guys in this range, and I'm going to like a lot more in this next 7K range after Uncle T gets there. So this is my range. I'm going to live in this range.
Yep, I agree. This 7K range, it's just loaded. There's just no way around it. Some of these guys are mispriced. Where
Blooper just threw a no-hitter now. I mean, what is it going to be, a no-hitter every night?
God, I just saw it too.
I mean, every freaking night.
Big T, say it. Talk about them. You talk about Texas.
Dead
I
ball.
mean, they're terrible. So it makes sense that they would get no hit because they have no good hitters. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
What about our boy Adolis Garcia?
I mean, he's fine.
Oh, he's fine. He's just fine.
Yeah.
Stop it, Big T. Put some respect on his
You love
name.
Texas way too much.
That's because they got me to the winner's circle more than once this year already. This year's just started.
That's a fact. I mean, I got no problem with that. If people that treat you good, you stick with them.
God, Klubart's throwing no hitter. Oh God. That's rough. That's when you know it's time to stop playing Texas, guys. I don't know what to say to that. I'm kind of shocked right now.
I'm not. I don't even like Kluber, but I think Uncle T could throw a no-hitter against Texas.
Oh, here we go. Garrett Cole couldn't.
I mean, I forgot they scored 4 runs that night, and you thought they scored 14.
Five. Thank you
Get
very
to Uncle
much.
T for these bottom.
Yeah, Uncle T, finish out the 7K range. Give us the winners in the lower 7K, 7,400 to 7K.
Yeah, it starts with Big T's boy, Brian Harmon. $7,400 right there. He does make the all bad close team as well, but I think we're going to make an exception. He's been pretty consistent. Obviously, over the last couple months, he's got 4 straight top 18 finishes. So, a lot of people may stay away because they are playing solely into the bomber narrative. And again, it's hard not to have shares of Brian Harmon. My favorite guy probably in this low 7K range is Matt Wallace. I will say I was early to the party on him about a month ago, and Wallace has done nothing but play well. A 3rd, a 34th, 18th, a 6th. So I'm going to keep riding him. And I think, again, if he can get into the weekend, $7,400, a win picks up. I kind of like my chances with Matt Wallace to maybe get a T10 or T15 at $7,400. I'll take that. Lee Westwood, he had his run 5-6 weeks ago or so. And, once he got the lady off the bag with him, he's been kind of going downhill. So I'm not going to be in on Westwood. Max Homa is an interesting one. I don't think I'll play him at this point, but he does have Jim Bones Mackay on his bag this week. So obviously that can't hurt Homa's chances. So I don't know. I want to kind of get what you guys think about Homa. Charlie Hoffman is a guy that he's been playing some steady golf. So I'm going to look at him. He's got, again, 5 straight haircuts. He's got a T2 in there, 3-4 other top 20 finishes. So he's just littering the top 20s and just crushing. So again, $7,300. I like him. Keegan Bradley's playing some of the best golf since he won his major several years ago. So good striker of the ball, kind of gets hot and cold with the putter. So I like Keegan Bradley. As you go down a little bit, Harris English, I think, is the AP's workbench play of the day. So I wasn't on him as much, but if AP has him as the workbench play, I think I'm going to have to add him into my player pool. Siwoo Kim is a guy that, quote unquote, likes these Pete Dye tracks, I guess. So I usually can't get on the right side of Siwoo. When I play him, he struggles. When I don't play him, he crushes. So he's one of those guys, and we all have him where, you can't seem to get on the right side of him. So not sure what to do with him, but I do feel like this course does set up pretty good for him. Again, Matt Jones is coming off a win a few weeks back, playing some good golf here this spring. Tringali, another guy, RPS has been all over Tringali. Now, AP was talking about how he's only made 1 cut in the previous PGAs that he's played in. Well, if you look at that, he wasn't playing as solid of golf and as good a golf as he is right now. So it's hard to X out Tringali out of the player pool at $7,100 just because he's only made 1 cut in a PGA. So again, he's a totally different player now. So as you go down, a couple of people are bullish on Cameron Champ. I'm going to pass. I'm going to let you guys play or other people play Cameron Champ. Another misprice. We talked about Berger. We talked about Sam Burns. I think Jason Kokrak is the third mispriced guy. $7,100. He could easily be in that upper 7K range. And I really like Jason Kokrak at $7,100. He's been playing some good golf the last couple of months, and I really like him. As you go down further, the only other guy I got interest in is Emiliano Grillo. I think, again, good golf, good course fit. I think if he can get hot with the putter, I think he can kind of contend and get in there in the weekend. Ricky Flower, I'm going to let AP play him. I'm out on Flower. Kuchar, McIntyre, no thanks. So it was a lot of guys, but that's kind of where I'm at. But I do want to know what you guys think about, more importantly, Max Homa with bones on the bag, if that's worth a shot or not.
Yeah, I love the Kokrak call too. 13th, 49th, 9th, 8th, 9th, his last 5. He's just been playing solid golf, right? All around. So I love that. 7,100. Big T, Max Homa. What do you think of Max Homa? What do you think of the rest of this range?
I mean, I know it's redundant, but I feel like it's easy. I always feel like it's easy when it comes to this. And I don't know, like my player pool is super condensed, and all of these guys seem like good plays. So my player pool is going to be obvious. I mean, I'm going to play those top guys I talked about, and I'm going to live in the 7Ks. I'll just start going down. I mean, Matt Wallace is right behind Berger as one of my favorite plays of the freaking week. I love Matt Wallace. He's been incredible. He's always been – I remember like 2 years ago at the U.S. Open when I almost won a Millie Maker that time, Matt Wallace finished like 4th, and he was awesome. He's always been a big game tournament guy. He's always been a good win guy. His last 5 events, he's crushed. There's nothing not to like about Matt Wallace. I mean, sure, anything could happen in golf. He could miss the cut, but 7,400, I freaking love Matt Wallace. A great play. Harmon, same thing. I mean, Harmon has been so good. 7,400 is just too cheap. I mean, the dude is too cheap he's just been good all year. There's nothing not to like about Harmon. He's basically the same play. If you look at just the last like 6 months, he's basically the same play as so many guys way above him. He should be in the 8K. He's just too cheap. Westwood has lost a little bit of his really good form. I mean, he was awesome for a few weeks. He's still fine, though. Like, his results haven't been bad. So you can definitely play Westwood. This Garrick Higo guy, overseas hero, I mean, I think he's won 3 of his last 4 or 5 events or something crazy. I just feel like with these guys, they always come over here. They're always talked about a little bit, and they always suck. I have a hard time playing him, even though he's been awesome overseas. I just don't think it translates all that much. So I'll be off him. Keegan, all these guys in the 7K range is all these consistent guys this year. Like Keegan has been very good. Last 5 events, all top 30. What more do you want from a guy that's 7,300? 5 straight events in the top 30? That's freaking awesome. And he's always been a ball striker. I love him in this thing. Charlie Hoffman's been good all year. I like him. Max Homa, like Uncle T said, bones on the bag, been good. Harris English, good play too. He finally found some form last week. I like him. I know it sounds like I like all these people, but again, I faded all of the upper range. So I hate even doing this. Like, I feel terrible just saying I like all these guys, but this is where my player pool is. So I'm always honest with people. I'm going to live in this range. I mean, all these guys. So let me get to a few fades though. I mean, Billy Ho and Si Woo, you can definitely play them, but now the fades. I mean, Russell Henley definitely fading. Aaron Wise definitely fading. Tringali definitely fading. Then we get down to Kokrak. Kokrak's been incredible. He was on my Millie team. He's going to have a place in my heart forever because of that. He shot good on Sunday, brought me home, and he's just good. I mean, he's just too cheap. 7,100 is too cheap for Kokrak. Matt Jones is similar to Kokrak without maybe the same buzz. Matt Jones has been awesome all year. He's been consistent for 7,100. I like him. Not playing Poulter. Cam Champ is a bomber at a bomber's course, can definitely play him, but I don't like him as much. but he's definitely in play. Griot has been playing the best golf of his life too, so you can play him. One of the sneaky guys in the range, Robert Mcintyre. I think he is crazy sneaky. I don't think anyone's going to play him, and I think his game is pretty good. I like this dude a decent amount at 7K. Ricky Fowler, definitely not playing him. Cooch has been way better than people realize. I'm going to play some Cooch without a doubt. I mean, Cooch has been damn good this year. He's a veteran. He should make the cut. He's even shown a little bit of upside this year, so I like him. Chris Kirk is an RPS favorite. He's come through for us a bunch. Probably not going to play Kisner or Keimer, and that's my range. So that gives me another like 10 guys. So you're seeing my whole range is this 7K range. It's not a cop-out. You guys heard me fade all the dudes in the 8 and 9K, so it is what it is.
I mean, it's not a cop-out at all.
It just feels like it when I go down the list, though, and I'm like, I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this guy.
But you literally went through like 2 ranges where you were like, I'm not playing literally 90% of these
One
guys.
of the reasons I wasn't playing the guys in the 8 and 9s is I love these dudes in the 7K. It's all my favorite guys. They're all in the 7Ks.
Yeah, and listen, you have a real strong take on the top tier players. So if you're going heavier on those guys, Berger, Rory, Bryson, you can kind of, mix and match with these cheap
people on
guys.
this spreadsheet. I just got this message from this. It's good that people actually want my sheet, but some message just popped up on my Google sheet that said too many people are looking at it. How many people are freaking looking at the sheet? Said I need to like publish it to something or other. I don't know. Somehow I broke it or something.
I mean, Big T, you want a Millie Maker, so I
think people like the notes.
There.
Millie, though, they love the notes.
Yeah, because the notes bring you to the winner circle. They're figuring
another guy
it out
too.
Quick.
We've got 3 members of the Bad Clothes team. Brian Harmon is for sure the 4th member of the Bad Clothes team. We might have a starting 5 by the time we're on the premium show.
We might have a starting
Harmon,
5.
I love Harmon, but man, his clothes are terrible.
Why do you always end up talking about someone's clothes?
Not all of them. I don't talk about Bryson's clothes. I don't talk about.
You always end up talking about someone's clothes, like Patty Reed. I forget who
I
it
haven't
was
talked
last
about
time.
Patty Reed's clothes.
Or Cantley. It was Cantley.
Cantley definitely has the worst clothes.
Yeah, that's who it was.
He wears like corduroys, like just terrible clothes.
No, that was last show though. I remember you were like, can't play Patrick Cantley and his clothes. Like, I just can't play him. He dresses like you just talk about people's clothes. Like, I don't know. D Wade. I couldn't play D Wade. You see him walk in when they had those TNT games. He'd walk in before the game and they'd show him and he's wearing like crazy outfits. These guys have crazy outfits. So D Wade was never in play for me after I saw
Brandon Rimmer says, talk about Justin Thomas shoes. They definitely could get him in the starting 5 because those shoes are freaking awful. Like, those shoes are definitely borderline. I don't know if there's going to be any contenders in the 6K range, but if no one gets there, Justin Thomas is in the starting 5 because those shoes are awful.
We didn't talk about Justin Rose. He could make the Bad Clothes team too. We skipped over him in the 8K.
He could definitely – he's a contender.
All right, so before we go,
so we can get to premium.
Before we go to the premium, because I know that's what the people want. This is your last chance, guys. 50% off PGA Champ. Get in now. Sign up. Use the promo code PGA Champs. 50% off your monthly subscription.
Bart's got me dying. I was gonna play Shane Lowry till I saw Big T's notes. Can't play guys that are fat and bad.
Oh boy. All right. Uncle T, bring us home with these 6K winners, please.
Oh, so I thought we were going premium after the 7K.
Yeah, we can go premium. Whoever wants the rest of this, we're going over. We're bringing the rest of the crew on. We
want to give our winners?
No, on the premium, yeah.
Premium.
Hoop, right. Uncle T, JSU, me, AP, Mangone, Bobby Gomes. We're gonna have everyone on there.
K Fallett
will probably be on. I don't know. He's got the kids. He had a lot of things going on earlier today, but we're gonna have it all going on. All it takes is the code PGA Champ, 50% off. Come hang out with us. We're going to give away these tickets. We're going to have fun. We're going to sweat the end of this NBA game. Definitely sign up. Come check out the premium. We'll post the link in the chat shortly. We'll be over there.
In the Discord, by the way. In the Discord, we'll post the link. And for the chat, it's going to be the live show chat. So if you want to chat it up with us, you want us to answer your questions, we're going to be doing
We'll stay on all night, too. If people have questions, we'll stay on. I'll be on until the last question gets answered.
And I'll be on until I pass out or until the last question's answered.
The good part about going premium is you can just pass out. It's all part of the process. You can just go to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, this bottle is pretty much,
Let's go. We're going to premium. Tell them, thanks for hanging out with us. Sign up for Run Pure. We're going to go pick the rest of these winners.
You heard it.
Hopefully I closed that right.